Hey people, it's me Tori and welcome back to my channel for another video. So in today's video we're going to have a creator sim. I'm creating some teenage sims in The Sims 4 and also I'm going to be giving you my thoughts and impressions on The Sims 4 High School Years pack trailer. So in today's creator sim video I'm actually going to be creating 3 different teenage sims. I'll talk about them a little bit at the start of the video because I can't necessarily talk about them in real time as I'm actually creating them because I'm not quite sure how much yet I want to speed up this creator sim footage, and depending on how long I decide to make this voiceover and depending on how much stuff I want to talk about, my impressions on the pack trailer will obviously depend how long I decide to make this video and how much I need to speed it up by. So I'm just going to talk about them a little bit at the start of the video. But the first sim I'm creating, they're called Emily Sanderson. They go by she, they pronouns, and as teenage sims can only have 2 traits in The Sims 4, their traits are squeamish and outgoing, and she has the party animal aspiration. And then to try and make my teenage sims feel a little bit more realistic and a little bit more fleshed out, I decided to give them likes and dislikes. So Emily, they like pink, they like the colour pink, she likes pop music, video gaming and media production, and she dislikes the colour green, kids radio music, and cooking. I feel like a lot of teenagers like pop music, so I decided to give them the pop music. I decided to make her like pop music, and I felt like she would dislike kids' radio music because, you know, they're a teenager and they're cool and ew, kids' radio music. I don't know. I thought that was funny. And I decided to make her dislike cooking because I feel like the majority of teens probably dislike cooking. I don't know, maybe I'm just projecting a little bit much. I didn't really like cooking that much as a teen. I'm starting to get into baking a bit more now, but as a teen, cooking, no. Big nope. And with each of my teenage sims, I did actually really try hard to make them look like teenage sims and not just like regular young adult sims, because in The Sims 4, the teenage sims are the same height as young adult sims, so they basically look the same as them, and that doesn't seem very realistic to me. So that is a little bit sad because in The Sims 3 they're slightly shorter and they have completely different cast assets and they look very different to young adult sims. So I wish we had that in The Sims 4, but sadly we don't. So I tried to give her more of like a younger kind of style, and you know, I just tried to make all of my teenagers look as much like teenagers as possible and not just like regular young adult sims. So I gave Emily some acne, and I tried to make all of my teenage sims wear more kind of teenager-ish clothes, I guess. And also I tried to give them clothes which maybe, especially for their everyday outfit, wouldn't get them dress coded in school. I don't know, maybe those jeans would get them dress coded. I don't know. I have not been to American high school. I'm British and, you know, we had uniform and everything. But I know there's like rules like you can't show off your shoulders and skirts have to be like a certain length and stuff. So I tried to give them outfits that they could technically go to school wearing. I think with this expansion pack, it's going to be very much centered around the American experience of high schools, but I'm not complaining about that. I think it will still be a really fun pack to play with, and you know, my Sims will have a good fun time. I mean, maybe not because it's literally a pack centered around school, and you know, not everybody enjoys school. I still have to remind myself sometimes that people actually like school because I didn't like it. I mean, I did still study and stuff, but I hated school, so it sometimes I get a little bit shocked to remember, and I have to remind myself that, you know, some people actually like school. But you know what, my Sims can like school. And then my second sim that I'll be creating later, her name is Olivia Clayton. She goes by she, her pronouns. Her traits are maker and genius, and she has the maker aspiration. She likes the colour green, the colour blue, Again, pop music, video gaming, handiness, and cross-stitching. And she dislikes the colour red, retro music, and singing. And then the last sim that I'll be creating in this video, his name is Harvey Griffin. He goes by he, him pronouns. He is active and a bro. He has the fitness aspiration, likes the colours green and red, metal music and fitness, and dislikes the colour yellow, which hurts my soul, unfortunately, because I like the colour yellow, but Harvey Griffin, nope, he doesn't. Romance, music, and cooking. So that is my Sims that I am creating in this video. And now I have talked a little bit about them, it is time to get into my impressions on the pack trailer. So the pack trailer was released on Thursday, and it is currently coming up to the end of Wednesday when I am recording this voiceover. It'll probably be a week later by the time that I have this video uploaded. I just had a very busy time recently, and I've just not really had much chance to actually just sit down and record my opinions on this trailer so far. But I actually was out somewhere when I watched this trailer, and I have watched it a few times since, and here is what I thought. So I like the use of the new pronouns used in the trailer. I'm guessing this means now that any pre-made Sims will have pronouns included in the game. Though hopefully maybe the Sims team will do an update to update it for all the existing townies. I think they should also do that with hot and cold weather outfits, because some of the older Sims that existed in the game before the Sims 4 seasons, they have randomized outfits and they are a little bit of a mess. And one of the things I noticed in the video is that they have prom in The Sims 4, and you can have prom royalty and a prom jester, which I think is really, really funny. And also you can have promposals. So your Sims basically hold up like a billboard or something, like a cardboard thing, and they get down on one knee, which is really funny, like a proper proposal, and they do a promposal to their date who they want to go to prom with. And I think that is super cute, just like a really cute little detail to add into the gameplay, and I just think that's so cute. And I'm guessing your Sims, depending on how lucky they are or whatever, I'm guessing it's random, because I don't know whether they need to know the Sim very well to ask them to prom, or whether they need to have like a romantic relationship with them or not. But your Sims can probably be rejected or accepted, and I'm guessing it's kind of random, but maybe if the Sim has some kind of relationship with that Sim that they're asking to be their date to prom, maybe they have a higher chance of success. So on the official website, the official description for this pack, it says iconic teen moments, dance the night away at prom and celebrate your graduation ceremony with family and friends. If you keep up with your schoolwork, it says in brackets. In addition to those big moments, Sims can make lifelong friends, be asked out by other teens, participate in after-school activities in teams, and experience the roller coaster of puberty. So I'm guessing the bit where it says about if you keep up with your schoolwork applies to the graduation ceremony, but I'm also wondering if it applies to prom as well, like you have to get a certain grade or whatever to be invited to go to prom. I know at my school you had to achieve like a certain requirement to be allowed to go to prom, which by the way I did achieve, I just chose not to go. So I'll make my Sims go to prom because I never went myself in real life. I just decided not to because I didn't have many friends in school, which is kind of embarrassing. But there we go, it's fine. My Sims can have friends and I can live vicariously through my Sims. It also looks like from the pack trailer that there is a new slow dance animation. I know that sometimes we have reused animations in Sims packs because creating a new animation obviously uses a lot of resources, and sometimes it is better to put those resources just into more gameplay. But I'm wondering, has this animation been used from My Wedding Stories? Because I'm guessing there would be a slow dance in My Wedding Stories. But I don't have the My Wedding Stories pack, so I don't really care too much if they've reused that animation, because I probably won't get that pack because it is so buggy. And that is one of the concerns that I have with this pack. I'm really hoping that it's not going to be as laggy as My Wedding Stories. I mean, so far from what I've seen from The Sims 4 Werewolves, it's not had that many bugs. I know to start with, there was an issue in The Sims 4 Werewolves that Game Changers had where their werewolves literally did not show up in Create a Sim, but luckily they fixed that bug before the pack released. But I'm really hoping that this one will actually work properly because, you know, when you buy a game, you do at least expect it to actually function as it is intended, because otherwise, if you bought something from a shop that was broken, you would, you know, get a refund for it. So you would expect the same for a game, but who knows? So the prom event looks very exciting in the new Sims 4 High School pack. Also, one of the things I noticed from the trailer, it looks like you can fully customize the setup for the prom and have it exactly to your liking, which I like because, you know, The Sims 4 is a sandbox game, and part of the appeal of a sandbox game is to fully customize everything and be fully in control of everything in your game and choose what you want. So, we love the customization options. And speaking of customization, it seems like the high school itself is also fully customizable, which is great. I'm not sure whether that's just something that you can go and edit or whether you'll have to perhaps enable cheats. Like in The Sims 4 Get to Work, if you want to edit the hospital, you have to travel to the hospital lot and then you have to type in cheats and type in bb.enable free build. I'm wondering if it'll be like that or if you're just able to freely change up the building as you desire. Either way, that's great, and it has actually been confirmed by the Sims team on Twitter that the high school is fully customizable, which is brilliant, so I love that. And another thing that is customizable are the Sims lockers. We see in the trailer lots of lockers decorated with stickers and stuff, and it seems like your teen sim can really express their personality through how they decorate their locker, which I think is really cute because in my school you weren't able to put stickers and stuff on your locker. They would get peeled off and you'd get in trouble and stuff like that. But maybe perhaps in American high schools, Sims decorate their lockers. I mean, at least in programs that I've watched and movies and stuff, they do. Let me know if you're American and you went to an American high school or whatever. Did people decorate their lockers, or is that just a thing that you see in TV shows? But I'm glad that we have this in The Sims 4. I think that's like a really cute addition. So, on the official EA website, it says, "Shake things up. High school is a time of self discovery. Find the confidence to ask your crush out or the guts to skip class. Don't let the principal catch you," which I love because in the pack trailer, the sim that is rebellious is literally the principal's daughter, and I love what it says about the principal's daughter in the trailer. And it says Teen Sims will explore their own likes and dislikes, which obviously we already have in The Sims 4, but I'm wondering perhaps are they going to add some more likes and dislikes, because that would be really cool, because right now it's kind of limited. You've only got the decor if you have the Dream Home Decorator pack, and you've got colour and activities and music, but maybe they'll add some more and have new opportunities to cause mischief. Pranks and sneaking out after dark can have consequences, so be careful you don't get caught. So that is another new feature that we have added to The Sims 4, and I'm really glad they're adding all these like little details that are actually making teenage Sims more like teenage Sims, because right now their gameplay is very similar to the gameplay of young adult Sims. And we also have a graduation ceremony. So your teenage Sims don't just suddenly go from being teens to adults. That actually feels like there's some kind of story progression there. And I don't think at this point we'll probably get a generations pack ever for The Sims 4, but it finally feels like we're having little details that make our Sims feel more like teenagers. So I'm hoping maybe we get one for child Sims as well, because we don't really have a lot of gameplay for them. But I should be thinking about the teenager pack, the high school pack, and not about kid Sims. But I'm hoping maybe we'll get something like that for them. I just love the little realistic details added to The Sims 4. I'm obsessed. This pack is honestly like a dream pack for me. I really like that teen sims can have crushes. I kind of wondered whether this was going to be part of the expansion pack based on the trailer, because you can see the sim basically being obsessed slash in love with the guy on the football team. And I was wondering, okay, will there be crushes implemented in this pack? And that is basically confirmed by the description that I just read from the official website. And I might be getting my hopes up a little bit too much, but could this be like maybe a hint towards an attraction system in The Sims 4? Because I know that one exists as part of a mod. I think it's part of Wicked Whims. That might be a reason why I would get that mod if I was ever going to get it, just for the attraction system. But that might be cute, so that Sims can have preferences perhaps towards a Sim that they might date, or perhaps around a certain Sim. A Sim might get a moodlet that maybe they have a crush on this Sim, and then perhaps they can ask the Sim out. I think that would be a really cute thing to have, and it's just little details like that that just make the game more realistic. Recently, I played The Sims 3 with my boyfriend, and I was just noticing all the little details that The Sims do. Just like small little things that don't really seem like a lot, that maybe you wouldn't think about being added to the game, but when you see them, it's like, oh, that's cute. It's little things like that that I love being added to new Sims packs, and with the updates like sentiments and preferences like likes and dislikes and stuff, it does feel like we're finally getting these things in The Sims 4. So, other stuff that I noticed in the trailer was obviously cheerleading and football. I'm wondering if that perhaps functions like societies in the Sims 4 Discover University pack, possibly. We also saw a sim in the trailer practicing cheerleading in their own room, so it seems like your sims can also practice this at home. So if they want to be good at cheerleading, they can also do it at home. It's not tied to just the school lot, which makes sense. Maybe there's like a new cheerleading skill. That would be really cool. I'm hoping it's like a full-on skill and it's not just part of the fitness skill, because that would be really cool. It's always nice to have new skills added to The Sims 4. And it seems like there's a lot of different after-school activities. It seems like your Sims can go thrift shopping. I'm pretty sure that I read somewhere that The Sims has partnered with Depop, which, if you didn't know, it's like an online website, a bit like eBay for selling clothes, but it's specifically for clothes. I do actually have it myself, and you can basically find some secondhand clothes on there, and obviously it's more sustainable than just buying new clothes, and you can filter by like different brands and stuff, which is a really cool collaboration. So your Sims can go thrift shopping in like actual stores, and there's like a rail, and in the trailer you can see a Sim looking through different clothes. And your Sims can also drink boba or bubble tea. And I swear in the trailer I saw Sims having like different reactions to different types of boba. So I'm wondering if it works a little bit like the ice cream from the Sims 4 Cool Kitchen stuff. Because I know depending on what type of ice cream they eat, they have like different reactions to it. I mean, that would be kind of cool if we could have like multiple different boba flavors. Also, in The Sims 4 Discover University, they have juice cakes, and some of them are different flavors. And depending on which one they have, they can have different moodlets. I think there's one that gives them a flirty moodlet and one that gives them like a confident moodlet. So maybe we'll see this with the bubble tea in The Sims, possibly. I also noticed that there are detentions. You can't have a high school pack without detentions, and you can see the principal's daughter writing on the whiteboard. I'm just reading through my list of notes. Another thing I noticed was there was like a theme park with some rides such as a Ferris wheel. There appears to be like an ice cream stall and a photo booth. And it seems like your sim can either pose alone or with another sim. I wish you could have like a whole group photo, maybe like a group of 4 sims, because right now, if you want to take a photo of a sim, you can literally only take a photo with one sim, and it would be really nice to have like a whole group photo, so you all go in the photo booth together. But it does look like there's a lot of new poses, so For legacy simmers and storytelling simmers who want to put pictures of their sims on their walls in their houses, which is what I really love to do when I'm playing Sims. I like to have a little photo wall, so you just put up all the old pictures of your sims on the wall. It'd be really cool to have some like funny, goofy poses on the wall, put them in your Sims rooms. I think that's like such a cute idea. So I really like that addition. And one pretty major thing, I may be just making an assumption from the pack trailer, but to me it looks like the classes aren't rabbit holes, because you can actually see your Sims in the class in the trailer, and I know what they show in the trailer is not always accurate of the actual gameplay, and they put a disclaimer at the bottom. But in the Sims 4 Discover University trailer, we didn't actually see our Sims in a class, and I know it was very disappointing for many people who bought the Discover University pack to find out that classes are actually just rabbit holes. You're there at university and then your Sim just disappears for like an hour or so, and that is quite disappointing that you can't actually be there in the lesson with your Sim. Because in The Sims 3, in some of the classes, not all of them, but some of them you could actually attend with your Sim and choose what they do in the lesson and how they react to certain stuff. But it actually seems like from this pack trailer that the classes in the Sims 4 high school years aren't actually rabbit holes, which is really great for a pack that focuses around a high school theme. But you know, we did see this with Discover University, so they could potentially have been rabbit holes, but to me, from the pack trailer, it looks like they're actually going to be interactive, which could be really cool. And then some of the other stuff that I noticed from the trailer, possibly not so important for people who don't build, but I noticed a lot of really cool build mode furniture. They have a light up mirror, they have neon lights, it looks like there's a new bed. There's lots of posters on the wall, which obviously you would expect for a high school student's bedroom. Lots of scattered mess and clutter that goes on the floor, which is perfect. Some like paper from Sims revising and stuff, just loads of clutter. And there's a new ottoman. There's probably about 1,000,001 other new items that we haven't seen in the trailer, but those were the key things that I picked out, the key build mode items. And you know, my favourite was obviously the clutter and the mess. I just love the realism of it. And earlier in the video I was mentioning about animations, but from the trailer it definitely looks like we get a new animation with a Sim kneeling on the bed whilst using their phone. I'm pretty sure that's not currently something they can do at the minute. There's not many things that your Sim can do whilst they're on their bed. I know a couple of years ago, I think it was around the release of the Sims 4 Tiny Living stuff pack, I'm pretty sure they added a new interaction so Sims can relax on the bed, and I'm pretty sure they can also read on the bed or under the covers as well. But now it also looks like they can go on their phone, which is a very realistic thing to add. I'm pretty sure many of us just lie in bed scrolling on our phones. Probably not the best thing to do in the world, probably prevents sleeping and stuff, but it's a thing that we all do pretty much. So it's just another little added realism, which I really like. So I'm happy about that. It's a small thing, but I'm happy about it. So I'll just read out the other two paragraphs that I've not read out so far from the official website. So the first one that comes up says, experience high school. Experience the ups and downs of high school. Attend classes in person. So that means they're definitely not rabbit holes. Brilliant. Classes are actually interactive. That is great. It definitely seems like they listen to the complaints of us Simmers about the rabbit holes from The Sims 4 Discover University. It says, get to know your teachers, hang out in the cafeteria, and even decorate your locker. Your most treasured moments will happen while loitering around with your friends after school. And then it says, explore your style, make your bedroom your own. Plan outfits with clothes designed by Depop sellers. See, I knew they were collabing with Depop, and I think that's really cool. And become a Simfluencer. So it seems like the Sims teenagers have like their own kind of form of social media. It seems like from the pack trailer you can see them chatting with each other, so that is pretty cool. Teen Sims can earn money by selling outfits and hyping up looks they design on Trendy, right from their bedrooms. which are now more interactive than ever. Use a laptop, read a book in bed, or even have a pillow fight. You can use the laptop in bed as well. I'm guessing. It says use a laptop, read a book in bed. That'd be really cool if they could use their laptop in bed, because right now laptops are currently tied to a table. And pillow fight, that was one of the features that I actually forgot to talk about from the pack trailer. I mean, what an amazing bit of realism added to the game. I'm really hoping that Kid Sims can also do it as well. I mean, I doubt it because it is a pack that is centered around teenagers. Wouldn't that be so cool if your teen sim could have a fight with their like younger kid sibling? That would be so cool. And then one last thing I'm pretty sure I've not mentioned so far in this video is that in the trailer you can actually see a sim shaving like their beard or mustache in the mirror. And it seems like there's going to be an update to add body hair into The Sims 4 because that is currently something that we're lacking. I'm pretty sure that will be a base game update, and then I'm guessing the shaving will actually be part of the high school pack, which I think is really cool. So again, more realism added to The Sims 4. So the pack releases on the 28th of July, which is not that far away. It releases at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I'm not very good with time zones and stuff, but I'm pretty sure that is 6 p.m. UK time, which I believe is 1 p.m. Eastern time. And I don't really know any more time zones other than that, so you would have to try and search that up to convert it to whatever time zone that you're on. And like they did with The Sims 4 Cottage Living, there's actually like exclusive content, which if you buy the pack before the 8th of September, you get the Vibing Streamer Gear digital content. So you get the Groove Tub wireless speaker, the Spine Reticular gaming chair, and the Try Hard LED panels, which I love the name of the Try Hard LED panels. I think that's brilliant. I'm not particularly keen on this like exclusive stuff because it kind of feels like they're forcing you into a decision to buy the pack and like trying to maybe dissuade you from waiting until the pack goes on sale. Personally, I think it's a bit of a sneaky marketing technique, but you know, that's just my opinion on it. The stuff is kind of cute. I don't think it's the end of the world if you can't get the stuff. We already have like a wireless speaker in the Sims 4 base game that was added recently. We have a gaming chair with the Sims 4 Discover University, and there's also LED lights. So would I recommend buying the pack on the 8th or before the 8th just to get the Vibing Streamer Gear digital content? Probably not. If you're thinking about getting the pack on sale, just wait for it to go on sale anyway. It's not worth that. So if you're thinking about getting the pack on sale, just wait to get the pack on sale anyway. But do I approve of this pack so far from the trailer? Yes, honestly, I think it's probably the most hyped I've been for a pack from a trailer in literally ages. Like, probably even more so than I was for Cottage Living, and I was really excited for Cottage Living. I love this. This is probably like my dream pack for The Sims 4, so I'm really looking forward to it. So there better not be glitches in this one or I'll be really disappointed. I feel like a lot of people will be really disappointed because this is like everybody's dream pack. This is like basically the closest we'll probably get to Generations for The Sims 4. So I feel like there's a lot of high expectations here, so I'm just hoping that they deliver. So that was my impressions on the pack trailer. I'm aware that this has been a very kind of ranty, rambly kind of video. I'm incredibly tired right now. It's like coming up to midnight as I'm recording this voiceover. But if you enjoyed, please be sure to like and comment and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this pack, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye everyone!